हेलो एवरीवन। आज हम लोग को पढ़ना था जैसा कि एसएपी में आगे लास्ट क्लास में हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था क्या, जीएल क्रिएशन रिलेटेड टू एसेट एंड लायबिलिटी। आज हम लोग को जीएल क्रिएशन ही सीखना है, लेकिन कौन सा, एक्सपेंस और इनकम। जैसे कि हम लोग जीएल क्रिएशन, ये कैसे जीएल क्रिएशन स्टार्ट खुल गया, बिकॉज मैंने स्टार्ट ट्रांजेक्शन सेट कर रखा है। उसको मैं डिलीट कर देता हूँ। नाउ रीसेट, अब नहीं होगा। ओके, सो we are discussing creating laser, how to create a laser. So go into the accounting through the menu. If you want to go general laser, there is a master record, there is a GL account process, individual processing FS00. Either you can directly use the T code. Yes, yesterday we have created an asset, okay, and liability. Now today we are going to learn how to create GL related to income and expense. Like we are going to create a GL related to income. At first we need a code on which we are going to create our GL. You can see here all the students have created all the GL in sequence. I think there is a gap, big gap between this. Okay, so 39, after that you can see here 405, so there is a gap. So you need to use the next T code 340. Okay, so just click on this create button. 3 6 times 0 340. Okay, so now next, what type of account we are going to create? We need to select the GL account type, non-operating expense and income. This is used for the PL account. Now account group, we are going to create an expense. We know that we are selecting this group. If I am wrongly selecting asset GL, what will happen? It will showing error, because it will showing error and it is saying you that the number ranges start from 1 crore to 1 crore for asset. If I am going to select liability, then it is also showing that the number range is this, because I am putting the number range 3 lakh now. One thing more, we are creating income GL, so income will taken okay. But if I select expense, it will also saying the error. Okay, that means you cannot do the wrong thing, because the number ranges start from 3 crore is allotted for income, not for expense. Now next, short text. Suppose we are going to create a GL related to fee receive, consultancy fee, consultancy fee. Okay, so this is our income GL. Now into the next tab, control data. Here the account currency is INR in INR. Now X category, go into it, select only input tax is allowed, only output tax is allowed, all tax is allowed. Okay, so what you are going to select, just like it is our income GL, so we know that output tax is allowed, only output tax is allowed, so you can select only output tax is allowed. Okay, plus otherwise suppose if you are confused output or input, so you can take this one asterisk. Now without putting text during the entry, you are not able to post the transaction. That means अगर आपने इसको सेलेक्ट कर लिया तो अब बिना टैक्स पकड़े, अगर आपने सपोज करो कंसल्टेंसी फीस पे कोई एंट्री कर रहे हो, अब आप टैक्स वहां दिखा ही नहीं रहे हो, बिना टैक्स दिखाए अगर आप एंट्री करने जा रहे हो तो वो एंट्री सेव नहीं करने देगा। कहेगा सर जी आपने टैक्स सेलेक्ट किया, इस पर टैक्स तो दिखाओ। बिना इनपुट टैक्स आउटपुट टैक्स आपको डाले हम एंट्री को सेव करने नहीं देंगे। वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू अलाउ यू to save the entry without access. But sometime suppose if you are going to save the entry without text, then how you can do it? So for that you need to select this option, posting without text allowed. If I check this box, then what will happen? You can post the entry with the text also and without text also. Okay, now scroll down, go into the short key. The same thing I am going to select 001. This is for posting date wise. That means when I check the GL, when I check the laser report of consultancy fees, then at that time I want to see the report date wise, posting date wise. Okay, if you want to see the document number wise, you can select this one. Branch wise, cost center wise, it is up to you. It is up to you. But we are selecting 001. Now I can go on to the next tab, create bank interest. We know that field status group is mandatory. Now again I am going to tell you what is the use of field status group. Whenever you are going to post any entry related to consultancy fees, then what fields are mandatory? एंट्री करते समय कौन कौन से फील्ड्स मैंडेटरी होंगे भरने के लिए, इट इज डिपेंड ऑन द फील्ड स्टेटस ग्रुप. Suppose just like here, this is the default field status group G001. Suppose I am creating bank GL. Suppose at that time, suppose I am selecting this one, bank account, obligatory value date. Suppose double click on it. Now check the general data, optional, assignment number text is optional here also. Payment transaction when we do, now here you can see the value date we need to maintain. It is required. That means जब हम बैंक का जीएल बनाएंगे ना और बैंक में हम लोग इसको लेते तो होगा क्या, वैल्यू डेट डालना बहुत जरूरी होगा. जस्ट लाइक चेक का डेट, चेक पे कौन सी डेट लिखी वो डेट लिखना मैंडेटरी, बिना उसके आपको एंट्री को सेव करने नहीं देगा. So just double click on this. You can check the which informations are mandatory, which fields are mandatory and which fields are optional. So here we are beginner, so we will select G001, which is default field status group for any type of GL, even though related to asset, liability, expense, income, you can select this. Okay. Now the bank and finance and interest calculation we will learn later on. Now keyword, the language we need to select English. My keyword is deep, same as you can also put your keyword. Now information, now in this information we need to just check what is our chart of account, only this. So you need to understand what is our chart of account. We are creating all laser in this chart of account, COAX. Okay, now we are going to save it, Control S. Now here you can see there is no any error, so now here you can see the username is also comes, who is created this, and the information tab, when you see the created date and which user is have created this, you can see. Now same as suppose if you are going to create another income GL, okay, so you can create another through this button, or if you want that all the configuration should be same, just wanted to create a new GL of income, that means अगर तुम चाहते हो कि एक नया लेजर बनाना है, सारा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन वही रहेगा, बस नाम चेंज कर देना है, तो जस्ट राइट क्लिक ओवर हियर एंड कॉपी इट. ओके, सो वी कैन सी हियर रेफरेंस जीएल इज दिस वन, और आपका जो कोड होगा वो अगला होगा 341. सो नया कोड स्टार्ट हो गया, सब कुछ कॉपी कर लिया. आपको बस यहाँ पे चेंज करना है. सपोज इंटरेस्ट रिसीव, इंटरेस्ट रिसीव का मैं बना रहा हूँ. सो मैंने क्या कर दिया, इंटरेस्ट रिसीव मैंने क्रिएट कर लिया. कॉपी पेस्ट, बाकी कंट्रोल डेटा सेम रहेगा. ओके, क्रिएट बैंक सेम रहेगा, कीवर्ड सेम रहेगा, just save it. So quickly you can create your GL through the copy button. The same button, copy button, is here. Okay, like suppose if you are going to copy, again you are going to create an income GL 342, you can click on this button, copy. The next number is 342. Now what do you need, just you need to change the name. Rent receive, okay, then the rest of the information should be same, will be same. So just Control S, quickly you can create your GL. So this is the feature of copy button, or you can say through reference we have created this GL. And this is change button. If you want to make any changes, suppose I just click on the change button. Now I'm just putting the full name, rent receive, and then Control S. Okay, so this way you can change the things. Display, here you can only just see the details of this laser. Just click on this button. Suppose I am selecting consultancy fees and display. Now I can only the information I can see. Sorry, I have click on the change button. So here the cursor is comes. You can change the anything. But if I click on the display button, so I can only see the information. I'm not able to change any information. The same thing you can do on right click, display, change, copy. Okay, the block will I will tell you later on. Now we are going, set for deletion is what I'm just telling later on. Block and set for deletion both. Now I'm going to create GL related to expense. Okay, so here again you need to select the code. We know that here we need to put the code, after that we are able to create GL. So we need to select the range. Where is the gap? Now here is the gap. You can see here 313. After that, so I can use the copy button also, or you can create a new button. I'm using new button. 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 314 is my number. Now I'm going to select here non-operating expense and income. It is expense GL. Now what types of expense it is? Suppose miscellaneous expenses. Miscellaneous expense. Suppose I am going to select and control data. Here I am going to again select the text code, all text allowed, and just click on this button. I think this both option you know very well. What is the use of this? Now what is the short key? Short key I am going to select 001. Create bank interest. Field status group is G001. Keyword English. Deep. The rest of information should be same. I'm just going to save this. Control S. So miscellaneous expense I have created. Now you can copy this and you can create the next one. You need to put the next code. Suppose I am going to create an expense, office rent, sorry, factory rent. Okay, the rest of details should be same, so I'm just going to save it. Control S. So this way you can create your GL. Now if you want to find your GL, you can click over here and click on this button. Through the keyword, if you want, you need to select. You can see here different categories are showing here. If you want to see in a list, so you can click on this button. These are the category of finding. How you are going to find your lasers? Through the keyword, through the name, through the account number, whatever. Okay, it's up to you how you are going to find your laser. Yes, alternative account number, GL company code, account number, description wise if you are going to find. So I am just using keyword because you know that this is the training server, so everyone is creating their GL. So I am just typing here Deep. Now here I can find all the GL which is created by me. Clear? Now the next option. This is the block button. What is the use of block button? If I block any GL, just like I'm going to block any GL, just like this. Okay, already 315 is selected, so I'm going to block this. What is the laser? Factory rent. If I going to block it, okay, Control Y, we need to select from the find button. Control C, Control V, and find. Now I have selected this and then I am going to block it. Now here you can see the option is comes block in chart of account. We know that we have our chart of account COAX. So how you are going to block your GL? Blocked from creation. That means if I select this one, what will happen? I cannot copy this. I cannot copy this. Normally we are going to copy anything for creating a new one, new laser. So I'm not able to copy this if I block for creation. So मेरे इस लेजर को ले करके कॉपी करके इसका रेफरेंस ले करके कोई और लेजर बना नहीं सकेगा. Now next, block for posting. That means no one can post any entry by using this GL. So I block from posting also. Block for planning. That means if you are going to create your budget, that means you are going to make any plan of expenses, so you are not able to select this GL. Means by using this GL you are not going to create your plan, or you can say you cannot able to create your budgets. Okay, now what is this? Block in company code. That means in ICAX, this company code, in this company code you are not able to post any entry. So from everywhere I am blocking this GL. Now what will happen? No one can post any entry, no one can use this laser as a reference to create a new laser, no one can use this laser for budget creation, even though in this company code this laser is not created. Sorry, this laser is not will be used. Okay, now Control S. Now it is saved. Now this laser is you can say unusable. This laser is unusable. Now what is this? Set for deletion. If I am going to set for deletion, What is the set for deletion means what? Set for deletion means you are marking for deletion. I have already told you we cannot delete any laser if we have post any entry on that GL by using that GL. If the laser is free, I have created that laser, but I have I have not posted any entry on that GL. At that time, you can delete your GL. So at first, you just go into the mark for deletion. You marked it for deletion. That means this laser is going to be deleted. And this, what is the use of marking? Suppose I have to delete 10 or 12 laser. So all the laser I'm going to mark it, and after that we can just remove it on a single shot. नहीं समझ में आया? कहने का मतलब है, सपोज करो तुम्हारे पास 10 लेजर है, 10 लेजर्स को तुम्हें डिलीट करना है, तुम्हें मिला, अब एक एक करके लेजर डिलीट करोगे, टाइम लगेगा। तुमने 10 को मार्किंग कर लिया, दैट मीन सेलेक्ट कर लिया, और एक शॉट में तुम उनको डिलीट कर सकते हो। इनको डिलीट करने के लिए एक टी कोड रन करते हैं हम लोग, OBR2। क्या रन करते हैं? OBR2 जस्ट लाइक मैंने मार्क फॉर डिलीशन कर दिया, सेव कर दिया। अब अगर मैं, हालांकि OBR2 हमें अलाउड नहीं है, OBR2 इट इज कंसल्टेंसी लेवल, बिकॉज हम लोग तो एंड यूजर पढ़ रहे हैं, तो हम लोग को अलाउड नहीं है। OBR2 में अगर हम जाएंगे तब हम उसे डिलीट कर सकते हैं। तो ऐसे में होगा ना, मेरे को ना ये नहीं बताना है मेरे को कौन कौन से लेजर्स का कोड मुझे नहीं बताना पड़ेगा, मुझे सिर्फ ये बताना पड़ेगा जितने भी मार्क फॉर डिलीशन है ना, उन सबको डिलीट मार दो। तो ये क्या करेगा, SAP क्या करेगा, SAP बैकग्राउंड में सर्च करेगा कौन कौन से लेजर को मार्किंग की गई है, मार्किंग फॉर डिलीशन, और सबको डिलीट कर देगी। वरना सोचो तुम्हें एक एक कोड बताना पड़े, इस कोड को डिलीट करो, उस कोड को डिलीट करो, तो तुम परेशान हो जाओगे। तो तुमने क्या किया, जो जो तुम्हें लिस्ट मिले, तुम गए सीधे किस में, FS00 में, और तुमने क्या कर दिया, उन सभी को मार्किंग कर दिया, और OBR2 रन करके उन सबको डिलीट कर दिया। ओके, अगर तुम लोग को वो देखना है कि हाँ भाई OBR2 में कैसे डिलीट होता है प्रैक्टिकली, तो मैंने एक सर्वर पे मैंने बताया हुआ है, तो उसको तुम यूट्यूब पे सर्च कर सकते हो, यूट्यूब पे, अगर तुम प्रैक्टिकल देखना चाहते हो तो। ओके, सो हियर हाउ टू डिलीट जनरल लेजर इन SAP। तो यहाँ पे मैंने दे रखा है, इस वीडियो को आप देख लेना अपने नॉलेज के लिए, फॉर शेक ऑफ नॉलेज, बट one thing is that you are not able to delete. If you are going to join any company as an end user, you are not able to delete any GL. If there is if you find any GL that this is unuseful, so you can say to your senior will able to delete that, because he is maybe having super user, but you are an end user, you are not able to delete any GL. Are you getting my point? So now I think both the option now clear, blocking and for deletion, set for deletion. Now this is refresh button. If you have created any GL and it is not showing here, so you can refresh it. Okay, just like I'm changing my company 1000, and you can see company code 1000, the group is there, asset expense, two expense group is there, and the number range you can also see, the number range is created different way. Okay, now I'm just going to create update button. Okay, it is not going to be update. Suppose ICAX, this is our company where we have to work. It is updated, but it is not showing here. This is the problem. Now one thing more, suppose if you are going to create your FS00, you are going to create your GL, the window is not showing like this. This is called tree pan view. This is called where you can see the tree. This is tree. You can see the tree of expense and liability. Easily you can find the range. Okay, here you can see the range now. What is the range of expense? Just click on this, you can see that 4 crore. It is start from 4 crore, it is start from 3 crore, it is start from 2 crore. So it is easy to create. So always we are using this way to create our GL tree pan view. If I want to change the mode of creation, GL creation, so go into the environment, sorry, setting, hierarchy display. Okay, in hierarchy display you can see a display account in navigation tree. Now I am going to do not display navigation tree, so this tree will not be shown. Okay, now here the just see the information. The new setting will take effect once the transaction is restart. So we need to restart FS00. Now you need to go /n. What will happen? It will go at home. और इसी टाइम पे हम क्या करेंगे, नॉट रीस्टार्ट, दैट मीन्स एसएपी को लॉग ऑफ करके लॉग ऑन नहीं करना है आपको, बस FS00 को फिर से रीस्टार्ट करना है. तो /n से ये बैक जाएगा, हाँ /n से ये होम स्क्रीन पे जाएगा, फिर वहीं से FS00 चला दो. तो दोनों कॉम्बिनेशन हो गए, इंटर कर दो. Now this is also a GL creation. Now here you can see GL account centrally. Now here you can easily change your company code. Okay, वहां पे क्या हो रहा था, प्रीपैन व्यू में हम चेंज तो कर रहे थे, इधर तो ग्रुप तो चेंज हो, बट वहां कंपनी कोड नहीं चेंज हो रही थी. यहाँ से तुम कंपनी कोड चेंज कर सकते हो. सपोज आई एम पुटिंग 1000. क्लियर हो गया कंपनी कोड चेंज, बट मुझे तो कंपनी किस में बनानी है, ICAX. Now what is the problem here is, the problem is here is you are not able to find your number range. If you are not finding your number range, then how you can create your GL? It is difficult for you to create your GL. Are you getting my point? Now next, this is the button, display. This is change. This is create with template. That means copy. This, it means copy. If you are going to copy, okay, this laser is blocked basically, so I am just going to unblock this GL. I am just removing all the options so that we can save this. Now Control S. Now unblocked. Now set for deletion I have done, so I am just removing it also. So now this way. Just like if you are going to pass any entry and you are finding that you are not able to post this entry using that GL because that GL is blocked, so you can unblock. You can unblock also those GL. Okay. So blocking, unblocking, deletion, this is the different way you can see here. So there are two mode, you can say, two mode to create GL. One is using navigation tree, one is without navigation tree. So how you can change, go into the setting and hierarchy display, and suppose I want to see the navigation tree display account with, now we need to restart it. Either you can go back /n and then you can again start FS00. Now this is a navigation tree. I just suggest you, please create your GL using this mode, using navigation tree. Now the next option is what? We have learned GL creation. Navigation part we have done. This is navigation theory. We have done navigation, SAP navigation, how we can navigate the what is client. If you want to learn what is client, because MCQ question comes from here. Okay, so sometime in interview maybe it will ask to you what is client, so you are, So you can see the answer. SAP client is the highest hierarchy organizational unit within the SAP system. Just like Tata is going to purchase SAP. So Tata is a client. Tata is a client for SAP. So Tata company get a client code. Okay. And Tata have a different business. Tata Steel, Tata's Motors. So Tata, what happened? Tata will do, they will create two company, Tata Steel, Tata Motors. These are the different companies. Okay. That is called company code. Okay. So you can say client is a highest hierarchical organizational unit. Okay. The company code is comes under the client. Just like I'm a Tata company, so Tata company get a client code, and Tata company is going to create different company. So when they are going to create a different company, so that is called company code. Now SAP logon screen, everyone know it. What is called menu bar, standard toolbar, command field, title bar, application toolbar. Now here you can see. Now in standard toolbar, what are the buttons are there? It is also mentioned here. Okay. So what is create session? What is create new session? Print button, find next. Okay. So this button is showing here. We have learn SAP menu. What is the use of all the option? The edit menu we have done. Favorite menu we have done. What is the use of add, change, move, delete, insert, fold? Okay. Now how we can add Excel file? How we can add website? Okay, we need to go in web address on file na? In favorites. Download to PC. What is the meaning of download to PC and upload to PC? Okay, we are not able to do the practical of this, but we can understand the things. What is the use of these buttons? Okay. Extra menu we have learned display documentation, technical details, in setting. What is the use of first option, second option, third option, and fourth option? All the option we can get. Set a start transaction. What is the use of set a start transaction? The theory here you can see. How to log off and what is session. Now here you can see one user can create or open a 6 session in ECC, but in S4HANA there is no any limit. Clear? How to generate sessions? Control N menus, create session /o generate session /I, and this command field button is showing here. I think it is complete theory. Clear? I think you're also waiting for this. Now introduction of SAP FICO. SAP FI is a module used for reporting both externally and internally. Okay, that means external user and internal users. Because FI is responsible to create financial statement, and financial statement is used by the external user as well as internal user. The objective is to record all financial transactions that are posted by an entity, produce financial statement which are accurate at the end of the trading period. Okay, so now here SAP FI is made up the submodules. The submodules that are often used are account receivable, accounts payable, asset accounting, journal ledger, and bank accounting. Yes, today I am going to teach you. Okay, so now here all the submodules are interlinked, or you can say integrated in real time. A trial balance can be extracted at end time. It will always balance because all submodules are connected. The diagram below you can see. This is the diagram. You can see journal ledger, accounts payable, that means vendor accounts, account receivable, that means customer accounts, bank accounts, asset accounting. These all are connected, interconnected, even though in real time they are processing. Now if anyone ask you what is accounts payable, so you can say all the transaction related to vendor are called accounts payable. If someone asks you what is account receivable, so you can say all the transactions related to customers are called accounts receivable. All the transactions related to asset, all the transactions related to bank. But majorly this question will ask to you what is accounts payable and what is accounts receivable. So you need to say that all the transaction related to vendor, or you can say supplier, is called accounts payable. For example, advance payment to the vendor, purchase, that means purchase invoice, that means purchase return, okay, payment to the vendor. These all transactions are connected, or you can say related to accounts payable. And what types of transaction we record in account receivable? Sales na, to customer you are going to sell. So sales entry, or getting the down payment, or you can say advance receive from the customer. Okay, sales return, and customer receipts. If customer is going to make the payment to us, so receipt entry we are also going to do this in account receivable. So all the transaction related to customer is comes under accounts receivable. Okay. So this theory I have already explained below side. You can learn what is GL. This is the core. These all effect you know that all the GL is going to hit your final account. Okay. So account receivable is also connected to GL. These are also connected to GL. So that's why it will affect your final account. So what is GL accounting? You can learn the theory. I will share these notes to you. Account receivable, you can learn here. Account receivable are submodules, all transaction with the customer. Here, this is the theory. All transactions with customer and managing customer accounts. Okay, what types of transaction in account receivable includes invoice posting, credit memo. Credit memo means return. Down payment, invoice payment, dunning it. Okay, the same theory, accounts payable, account, asset accounting, bank accounting. This is enough for you. Okay. Now we have learned GL master. This is day 2. I have not teaching you what is accounting, how many types of accounts. We know that I have already taught you what types of accounts: personal, real, nominal, modern classification, liability, asset. We know that all the computerized accounting is based on this modern rule. Profit and loss account, income statement, expense and income. Balance sheet will affect. Balance sheet we show liability as capital and assets. Manual accounting, journal, then laser, then trial balance, then final account. Electronic accounting, we create at first GL, that means laser, then after we are going to post the entry and the report will automatically generated. In SAP GL, we are calling laser as GL, journal laser. How to create GL? We know that in SAP asset, liability, expense, income, GL creation, we use the code FS00. The company code we are going to select ICX. One thing more, I think this question will arise in your mind, that why we are not going to create a company here. Yes, we are not going to create a company here because this is called enterprise structure. This is not like in Tally, just go and create your company in 1 minute. If you are going to create a company in SAP, this is called enterprise structure. Everything you need to create, and it will take time. Just like implementation, I have told you already in theory. What is implementation? Okay, that is a long process. If you are going into that, that is a consultancy level program. Whenever you are join any company, so you are getting your company code. Your senior will tell you, this is your company code. All the transaction you need to pass in this company code. जब आप किसी कंपनी को ज्वाइन करोगे ना, तो आपको सीधे बता दिएगा ये आपकी कंपनी कोड है, इसी में सारे ट्रांजेक्शन्स की एंट्री करनी है आपको. आपको कंपनी क्रिएट करने के लिए ऑप्शन नहीं, आपको देगा ही नहीं, कंपनी क्रिएट करना ही नहीं है आपको। कंपनी क्रिएट करना है इज अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस। You need to understand the business of the client at first. After understanding the business of the client, you are creating the structure. What is the hierarchy is going over there? What are the permissions? वहाँ टॉलरेंस ग्रुप भी डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा कि कौन से यूजर्स को कितने तक एंट्रीज पास कर सकता है, कौन कितना क्या कर सकता है, ईच एंड एवरीथिंग। ब्रांचेस क्रिएट करने पड़ेंगे, ओके। फिर कौन कौन से डिपार्टमेंट्स होंगे वो सब क्रिएट करने पड़ेंगे। टैली जैसा नहीं है कि आपने जस्ट गए कंपनी क्रिएट किया, हो गया 2 मिनट में कंपनी क्रिएट, ओके। So structure, that is called enterprise structure. I will tell you also that thing in a later or time, but not today. We are starting practical in SAP from GL creation. From GL creation. 2 modes to create the GL. Using navigation tree, without using navigation tree. Configuration part, we need to understand what is the asset and what is the number range. I have already told you, teach you. FSG, field status group. If you are going to post the entry rent account debit to HDFC banks, so in HDFC bank we know that check number, check date and pay name is mandatory. So it is up to field status group. Either you are selecting G001, G002, G003. It will decide what fields are mandatory during the entry. Okay. So accounts and ledger. What is account? Account is a coder section where accountant record and supply the financial information. Type of account we have learned. Profit and loss account related GL. Expense. So this is your homework. These all ledger you have to create on your keyword. I will check. Okay. So tomorrow is Sunday. Okay. On the next working day I will check that you have created or not. Okay. So अपना जब कीवर्ड बनाइएगा तो कीवर्ड पहले देख लीजिएगा उस कीवर्ड से पहले तो नहीं ना कोई और बना हुआ है। तो जब सर्च करेंगे ना, जैसे मैंने अपना कीवर्ड डाल के सर्च किया था, ऐसे आप भी अपना कीवर्ड डाल के अपना कीवर्ड बना लेना, यूनिक कीवर्ड। मैं चेक कर लूँ तो ये सारे लेजर बनने चाहिए। परचेज, कैरेज इन वर्ड, वेजेस, कोल, गैस, वाटर, ये सारे एक्सपेंस के जीएल बन जाएंगे। ये सारे के सारे आपके इनकम के जीएल बन जाने चाहिए। लाइबिलिटी के जीएल ये सारे बन जाने चाहिए। एसेट के जीएल ये सारे बन जाने चाहिए। आपको लगेगा 1-2 और बना लो अपनी तरफ से तो बना सकते हो, उसमें फ्री है, लेकिन इतने तो कम से कम बनने चाहिए। So this is your homework. Now create, change, display, copy using template. Copy को ही use template भी कहते हैं। Block, set for deletion we have covered. To create GL, we use T code FS00. For tree display, go to the setting and hierarchy display. Display वहां से change कर सकते हो, ये बता दिया मैंने। Create GL कैसे create करना है, हम लोग को क्या फील्ड स्टेटस ग्रुप यूज करना है। फॉर बैलेंस शीट भी हम लोग G001 यूज करेंगे अभी, और इसके लिए भी G001। धीरे धीरे हम फील्ड स्टेटस ग्रुप को भी स्टडी करेंगे। अभी तो हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या यूज कर रहे हैं, G001। बाकी नेक्स्ट अगले वर्किंग डे में हम लोग स्टडी करेंगे। पहले तो आप ये होमवर्क करिए, ठीक। So thank you for watching this video. I think today's class will help you a lot.